first love in its totality. This type of love will never unravel. Come along and follow as Kingfish, Queenfish travel. This is Tavern.
So we arrive at Flea Floating Market. It's an old market. And we're walking down the main street to get there. Where will today's journey take us? Well, stick around and find out. I have no idea. And neither do you. Look at the size of these catfish, just waiting to be fed, and they are more than happy to eat. I can think of no better way to spend a late morning than sitting by a canal feeding catfish. This is what you call peace. What is it about culture that fascinates people? Well, I can't answer that question. But I will say, I am one of those people that it fascinates. Cultures, traditions, religions. It's amazing to me. Today, be happy. It's a happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed. When Jesus washed, He washed my sins away. Yeah, He did. And I know you've seen this a gazillion times, but I've never done it. And this is one of the things that I wanted to cross off my list. Here on the canal, you can either go down there and take the bridge across, or you can walk across these boats and pray you don't fall. Don't rock the boat. Don't tip the boat over. This is pretty cool. For 2 baht, you can cross here instead of going over the bridge. Yeah, gimmicky? Yes. But fun nonetheless.
Okay. อันซิดไปแล้ว
เย้ครับผมครับ
ครับเน่เด้เร็วครับเร็วครับ
ครับ
เอาในพี่ก็ให้สวัสดีครับ thank you ด้วยบอก thank you
You're welcome. ชอบดีนะครับ Alright, here we go. So when the boat comes through, somebody sits here and moves the other boats out of the way, and then puts them back so other pedestrians can cross. So this gentleman has just arranged a private boat tour for us. Now here overlooking Klong Samrong, you need to understand that this is one of central Thailand's most historic and geographically significant canals, stretching roughly 55 kilometers. That's about 35 miles for those of you educated in the United States public school system. This canal acts as a major and vital artery connecting two primary river basins, the Chao Phraya River, which is to the west, and the Bang Pakong River, which is to the east. It runs east straight across Samut Prakan province, cutting through districts like Bang Phli, Bang Sao Thong, and Bang Bo. It reaches its terminus at the Bang Pakong River at the Sa An in Chiang Sao province. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to say that again. Now, at its widest point, this canal reaches up to 50 meters across and runs over 5 meters deep. So while not exactly a deep water canal, it certainly is pretty wide. That's impressive. Now, it links directly into a complex network of secondary canals. Imagine having commerce come through here, reaching one side of the city to the other, reaching the Chao Phraya River, getting to the Gulf of Thailand. I mean, this had to be absolutely pivotal in making some things happen here. And it's probably quite a shortcut. So when we go out and explore and we're wandering here, and as much as we like looking at temples, Buddhism itself does not really interest us, but just the fine details that are put into these structures, these buildings, these temples, it's just simply fascinating. And to look at things that are this old is even more remarkable. Now, Bang Phli and Wat Bang Phli Yai passes through the heart of Bang Phli. Now, Bang Phli is technically in the sub-district of which we now live. Now today, while the western end around Sukhumvit and Samrong BTS has transformed into a busy urban commercial and transit hub, further east, where we are today, the canal retains the glimpse of traditional stilt house communities, waterfront temples, and a local market life. When you want history, when you want culture, when you want something out of the ordinary, say it with me, get off the beaten path and go where the tourists don't go. As you're watching this presentation, I want you to look and count how many tourists you see through this entire video. Now let me expand a little bit on its present day reality. Klong Samrong serves as a vital yet often overlooked component of water management and drainage for the eastern suburbs of Bangkok and Samut Prakan. Because it stretches through the areas that have rapidly urbanized, the canal is now surrounded by a mix of modern housing developments, industrial zones, and older communities, creating a fascinating contrast between traditional waterside life and modern growth. And for those that are interested in culture, local culture specifically, exploring along its banks can reveal hidden food markets, specialty cafes that are well off the beaten path. Hint, hint. And it offers a really authentic taste of this region. Come on, let's go see what else we see. Originally, our plan was simply to check out the floating market. And, well, although we kinda, sorta, technically explored it, we simply walked across the boat, got on another boat to go downriver, come back, and then we walked out the back door. So needless to say, we need to go back and visit Bang Phli floating market itself and do it properly. But as we were walking around, we kept noticing one thing after another that just kept taking our attention. Our eyes were drawn to it. We were absolutely helpless to do anything about it. And so we did what we often do when we do what we do, and we just explored. Statue after statue, altar after altar, and temple after temple. We stumbled on a massive temple that we will show you, and I mean massive. And it's absolutely beautiful. Now, you all know, if you've been following this channel, know that I am 100% unequivocally Christian. And so when I go and visit these Buddhist temples, I see a lot of things that remind me of my sacred scriptures, my sacred texts. And I see a lot of things that were spoken about, things that were compared, the do's, the don'ts, all of that. And it's quite remarkable to see it in real life.
We never get tired of finding these temples and just looking at all of the detail that they put inside of the architecture for these. I mean, will you look at this? Look at that. That is amazing. Totally amazing. We found yet another temple we have found, and we're just always amazed by what we see, all the intricate details, just the beauty of it all. And this one was quite different. I hope you enjoy the footage that we share with you, because it's not what we've normally seen all in one location the way this one is. You can tell that they put a lot of thought into it. We will give you the name of this location once we look it up, because it's all in Thai right now and I'm still working on my letters and my sounds. Enjoy.
Now in this segment, you're going to see more gold than, well, what you probably and typically see in an ordinary YouTube video. Everything here is gold or covered in gold or painted gold or what have you. But one particular thing that struck out more than anything else when I visited this place was watching so many people applying gold leaves to Buddhist statues and figurines and so forth as an act of devotion and merit making. They apply these thin sheets of gold, actual gold, believing that it brings blessings and connects them more and more closely with the teachings of the Buddha. This reclining Buddha is actually larger than the one at Wat Pho. So if you want that wow experience to see what a reclining Buddha looks like, meters and meters and meters long, skip the line at Wat Pho and come here. For free, by the way.
We're inside the Buddha. Inside the Buddha. Like, hold on, I need to show you something. This Buddha is so big that this is inside the Buddha. Inside. Wait, don't leave me.
It is actual gold. These are not just stickers. These are thinly pounded sheets of gold that when applied to the statue, the figure, it sticks because the figure itself has been treated with some type of adhesive, and it allows the transferring of the gold leaf from it to itself. In Buddhism, gold strikes those who follow it as purity and light, wisdom. Its brightness represents the clarity of enlightenment, and is said that the precious metal serves as a reminder of the radiant nature of the mind and the value of spiritual qualities over worldly treasures. Now, I find that ironic because you're applying gold to something that you're contrasting against worldly treasures. It's quite fascinating. I don't know a lot about Buddhism, but I do find pleasure in looking at this culture, the traditions of watching what they do and learning why they do it. The cost of the gold leaves, while you may think they're just stickers, they can vary quite a bit depending on the thickness and the purity of the gold itself. But generally, a pack, and yes, you can buy them by the pack, a pack can range anywhere from around $10 upwards of $100. So yeah, they're actual gold, beaten into extremely thin sheets and are not stickers. This is quite interesting. This place is full of tradition and culture. And so if you are looking for something interesting to view, to observe from afar, this is probably a good place to do it. Something else. I'm at the scales, which appear to be perfectly balanced. There are 3 sweet potatoes on the left, 3 sweet potatoes on the right. 2 soldiers on either side. And this figure just behind them. I don't know what it all means, but I see a lot of things, and I do mean a lot of things, that cross-reference with other things. The League of Justice, or Marvel, makes sense in no way, shape, or form. As I've mentioned many times, we don't follow Buddhism at all, but there are some similarities of which I do see the gentle nature, I see the kindness, I see the transferring of the mind to do what is right and what is good. And I can get with that. I really can. Now, spiritually speaking, we're probably not going to agree on much there, but it's certainly interesting to watch those who have devoted themselves to this way of life and the teachings of Buddha. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation today. We're really trying to bring you more content and more sites that people typically just don't visit when you're seen as a tourist or an expat. You didn't see any tourists here because this is not a place that tourists go. We simply left this morning with a couple friends, got something to eat, and said, hey, let's just go over here. And this is what opens up. On this channel, we plan where we're going to go, but we don't plan what we're going to see and what we're going to do, what we're going to say. So everything that you see is happening as it happens. Nothing is scripted. And we like that about this channel, that we can be ourselves. We don't have to fake the funk, put up a fraud. When culture meets religion. When culture meets